Welcome back students to the part 2 of today's session. In this module, let us discuss about diffraction. Diffraction is the ability of light waves to bend around obstacles placed in their path. When light encounters an obstacle, it spreads out and bends into the geometric shadow. The diffraction pattern is formed on the screen. Diffraction, like interference, characterizes the wave nature of light. In general, diffraction will occur when waves pass through small openings and try to bend around obstacles or sharp corners. The pattern that results consists of a central region of high intensity called the central maximum. Then there are repeating bands of destructive interference called minima. Those are followed by regions of visible yet diminishing intensity light called secondary maxima. So when diffraction occurs, the pattern that we obtain on the screen is as shown. Now let us discuss about diffraction through a single slit. In the case of Young's double slit experiment, if the separation between the slits is removed, we will get a diffraction pattern. Diffraction is also an example of interference of light waves. Diffraction refers to the spreading or bending of waves around the edges. The fringe pattern formed by a single slit consists of alternate dark and bright fringes, and the fringes fade away from the center. The general features of intensity distribution are: a broad central bright fringe is flanked by much weaker bright fringes, alternating with dark fringes. Each bright fringe peak lies approximately halfway between the dark fringes. The central bright maximum is twice as wide as the secondary maxima. So, this pattern represents the diffraction due to a single slit. Now let us suppose that light from a source S is passing through a slit Ln. We are going to find the intensity at a point P due to diffraction. When waves encounter an edge, an obstacle or an aperture, the size of which is comparable to the wavelength of the waves, those waves spread out as they travel and as a result undergo interference. This type of interference is called diffraction. Here, the path difference is shown by the green line in the figure, and A by 2 represents half of the slit width, or slit width is given by A and the distance between slit and the screen is given by capital D. Just refer to the angle theta which is made by the horizontal with the external point P. So for destructive interference at P, the path difference A by 2 sine theta must be equivalent to lambda by 2, or A sine theta must be equivalent to lambda. The minima of the single slit diffraction pattern occur when A sine theta is equivalent to n lambda, where n is equivalent to plus or minus 1, plus or minus 2, plus or minus 3, etc. But when n is equivalent to 0, it is the central maximum. So the intensity will be maximum at the center and it will be fading away as the distance from the center increases. So for diffraction by a single slit, the condition for minima are a sine theta is equivalent to n lambda, where n is equivalent to 0, 1, 2, 3, etc. And for maxima, the condition is a sine theta is equivalent to n plus half lambda, where n is equivalent to 0, 1, 2, 3, etc. That is, the formulas for maxima and minima are reversed as compared to the double slit experiment. The diffraction pattern can be seen by observing a laser beam, that is, observing the light from a laser beam when it is passed through the small slit between two razor blades and placing a screen on the other side. The diffraction pattern will be almost similar to this. Hope you have got an idea about diffraction, the conditions for maxima and minima in diffraction pattern, and the graphical representation and the intensity diagram for diffraction. Thank you, dears.